Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the new Nomad Cosmetics Ghost Town USA palette. I'm going to do some live swatches with you guys. I'm going to create 3 looks and we'll talk about it. It's the fall time, which means that Nomad Cosmetics releases this larger 18 pan palette. There's a lot of beautiful shades in here and a new formula, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm so excited to be filming today. I haven't filmed in quite some time, but I wanted to share this, and I thought this was the right opportunity to come back. So the theme for this fall palette is Ghost Town USA. Look at the front of that palette. Isn't it really, really cool? The palette will retail for $49, and it launches August 29th. You can use my code Yadi10. It'll be in the description box below and down on the screen here, because I always forget it, but it is really beautiful, you guys. And like I said, there's a new formula. So as per usual, it comes with a postcard from Nomad Cosmetics. This one says Ghost Town USA, pan for gold, scratch here. So if you want to know what I get, I'll scratch at the end of the video. You know, always so much attention to detail. There's always a charity that they're going to donate 5% of the proceeds to, which I love. And that one is going to be the Birds of Prey. What did they call it? Proud supporter of Birds of Prey at the Peregrine Fund. So that's cool. 5% of the proceeds will go there. And then the palette is vegan and cruelty free, and it's good for 12 months. But you know, with shadows, keep them in a cool, dry place. Okay, let me show you this palette because it's really, really cool. So that's what you get by day. It says Nomad, you know, very, very cool. Old Western, old USA in the gold rush era. And turn to night and it's Ghost Town USA. Look at how cool that changing, shifting screen is. I opened the palette when I got it and I was like, oh my gosh, I literally can see like Pat McGrath celestial shades in here, okay? So let me show you the palette. That's what it looks like. Look at how beautiful. I don't know if you can see like Tombstone. It's got like a little celestial something to it. There's this one's a special shade. We're going to swatch them all so that you can see what it is that I mean, but there's like an extra angelic ice-like shimmer in these, and it's really, really incredible. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to swatch the mattes first, and then we'll go to the shimmers. I just noticed this, but they do this in other palettes too. It's almost like they create 3 individual palettes for you. You see how these are the neutrals, these are the blues and the stones, these are the greens. I mean, it's just, I love the way that they lay it out. It's almost like you don't even have to think about it. They give you color stories just like that. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to swatch by color story. Okay, let's just imagine that this is 3 individual palettes and we're going to swatch the neutral side first. Okay, as per usual, I don't do anything on my arm. I don't put a base down, nothing. There's no lotion on my arm right now. Just live swatches, see how they go. I'm still going to do the mattes first. That way we don't get shimmer everywhere. I brought you in a little closer so you can really see, but this is going to be Undead Sheriff. Very buttery. It's like a cool tone, almost asphalt-like brown. I'm going to go in with another swatch. See if you could build it up a little bit. Yep, a little bit. The next one is Bandit Queen. Bandit Queen. Beautiful brown shade. I'm going to finish the swatch here. Bandit Queen. The next one's a rich chocolate. This is Deadwood. Deadwood. There you go. Those are the 3 mattes. They're not dusty at all. I think Undead Sheriff is the dustiest, but or more kick up, but really, really nice. Okay, so I just dug into the first shimmer, Tombstone, the one that I said, this feels like, just at first glance, looks like Pat McGrath special shades, and it is a different formula that I don't think I have felt in Nomad Cosmetics palettes. Look at how that shimmers. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like those special shades with Pat McGrath? I will say it feels a little bit softer than those because the Pat McGrath ones are a little gritty. So it feels softer, but look at that shine. That is gorgeous. You know, soft and buttery like the Sydney Grace shimmers. This is beautiful. The next one is Copper Penny. Copper Penny. And both of these are kind of those swatches that will kind of go further out. Look at how beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys. For sure, I don't believe I have felt this shimmer with her before. The next one is Garnet Montana, I think. It says MT. Garnet Montana. Whew. Okay, Nomad. Yes. And those are the first 6 shades. Like I said, I'm going to be swatching them like if they were 6 pan palettes. I'm going to go into the stone and blues next. Okay, going into the blue and stone mattes, I'm starting with Skinner's Saloon. And I can tell you that these mattes feel a little drier than the first, but very, very smooth. Look at that. Woo, that's a pretty color. Skinner's Saloon. And it looks more asphalt gray in the pan, but that's what it looks like. Calamity Jane is the next one. Calamity Jane. This is more like a teal. Oh my gosh, these two with a gold shimmer are going to make a beautiful look. Calamity Jane. The next one is Dead Man's Hand. Dead Man's Hand. Kind of a little softer of a blue than I thought, but Dead Man's Hand. Okay, this first shimmer is like, you know those shimmers that when you dig into the pan, it kind of dips in a little bit? I don't think I've seen this shimmer with Nomad either, but I could be wrong. The next one is Quicksilver. You know, it's one of those really soft shimmers. Really pretty, but Quicksilver. The next one is Firelight Nevada. I think that's how you say it. Firelight Nevada. It's like a nice dusty rose. Ooh, that one's pretty. Ooh, I'm gonna love this one. That one's really pretty. Firelight Nevada. That is so beautiful. And then the last one is Ghost Train. Ghost Train. This looks so different than I thought, and it's got like a little shift of like a mossy green that I can see. Looks pink there, but you see the shift there at the end? That's so very interesting. I guess I'm a little shocked because, you know, I just feel like with eyeshadow palettes, with shimmer formulas, especially in the indie space, like in any space, like they're not doing anything super revolutionary or super different. I feel like these shades, like I thought I was swatching something and then they turn out to be something different. Like this one, Firelight Nevada, is gorgeous, but all of them feel really, really good, you guys. So really exciting. Now we're gonna do the last one, which is like the gold green one, and then I'll do it on this side. I must have done something to mess up my shoulder here. It's hurting, so I'm gonna swatch the green one here. Okay, I know it's a mess, but I just want you guys to see it well instead of me trying to like jerk around and do these funky maneuvers for swatches. But we'll do the mattes first. The first one is Ghost Town. Ghost Town. It's kind of soft. It's a little drier. It's a little soft. It almost feels like a cream to matte. That's weird. Do you guys see that? Is it a cream to matte? Huh. Okay. The next one is Stagecoach Mary. Stagecoach Mary. Ooh. I think these are like cream to matte, you guys. I need to read the packaging so I don't misinform you. These feel cream to matte to me. There's no kick up, there's nothing. Arrested Decay. Arrested Decay. I thought I read her description though. I didn't say anything about cream to matte formulas, but that's what these are. 100%. You see the sheen in there? Cream to matte formulas. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am excited. Woo! The next one's Gold Rush. Gold Rush. Nice metallic shimmer formula, very soft. Look at how beautiful and metallic that is. Calico, California. I've heard Calico's like really haunted. Calico, California. That's beautiful. And then this shade I'm really excited about, Smoky Quartz. I'll put it here. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I was really excited for that one. Look at how pretty it is. This color story, you guys, I'm excited. Look at that. Look at that. Slowly. You get so much in here. Yeah, we have to do 3 looks. All right, let's go ahead into the first one. Okay, brought you in a little closer. I'm gonna start with this one here, actually. I can't. It's so beautiful. We have to play with that one first. I'm like, I keep looking at the swatches like, what am I doing? But I'm just gonna play with the colors that feel right now, and then I'll continue to post looks on Instagram and TikTok, okay? So I'm gonna start with the shade Stagecoach Mary, which is this one. I love it so much, that second one. Let's just do a Yadi look. Like, let's just do what I know to do. It's like, I guess it's not cream to matte because I do see kick up in the pan, but I don't know what it is. Once you put it on the lid even, or the, when you swatched it, it's so creamy and there's like a sheen to them. That's pretty, you guys, look. It's really pretty. Okay, so I just patted it in there, and then I'm gonna take like a more concentrated Blend Bunnies brush and go into the darkest brown, Arrested Decay, and just start building near the lower lash line. Oh, do you see? That is so pretty. Okay, that's good because then I can use a lighter shade, and I'm gonna use just a fluffy brush to kind of blow it out at the end a little bit. That looks good. That looks so good. Look at that. I use my Pat McGrath Intensifies stick. I'm just gonna use my finger. I'm gonna use that shade at the bottom, the Smoky Quartz, the one at the bottom there, and I'm going to pat it in. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that, you guys. It's gorgeous. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with this lime, like Calico California. It's not a limey green, but it's, you know, that green shimmer, and just pop it in the inside. That was the right choice. I'm going to go back to Arrested Decay, which is that darker brown, and just build it up a little bit more here, just so it looks a little more defined. Oh my god, you guys, this is incredible. Let me, I may do eyeliner. Let me do the next, let me do the other eye, come back with lashes so you can see what it looks like, but that's what we have so far. Okay, and here is look number 1. I don't know if it's the smokiness with the gold. I don't know if it's, I haven't used lashes in a while, but this is gorgeous, you guys. Look at this. And I did very minimal cuts when I did the first eye because it was that simple to do. It was really quick. All of the shades, I patted the first 2 shades, but like the lighter matte color here, you know, I quickly used that to buff everything out. Like it just buffed out quickly. And then I just quickly with my finger swiped on the shimmer. So it's just like, these are easy, beautiful looks you can do very quickly too, because the shades work really well. So all I did on the bottom was I used these top 2 colors to do the lower lash line, and then I used the gold shimmer like on the inside a little bit there. But yeah, stunning, stunning. You guys, I know it's very, very different than Pat McGrath, but I'm telling you, like, I think I even created a Pat McGrath look that looks exactly like this. Like this Calico California shade is giving me Gigabyte vibes, you know, Mothership 6. So anyway, I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna do 2 more looks because I just wanna keep playing with it. Okay, look number 2, I think I'm gonna stick to the neutral side. You know, neutral palettes have been a big thing this year. Obviously, Natasha just released, so I have my thoughts on that. I'll do a Get Ready With Me later this week, but that palette's not deep enough. I'll just tell you straight up. So if you are really loving the neutral tones, I would say here you get a lot more variety. So let's go in with a neutral look and just see something pretty every day that we can create. I'm gonna do a neutral halo eye. I don't think I've ever done that, or maybe I have, but I don't remember. So I'm gonna start with the shade. I'm just gonna go in for it. I'm gonna start with the shade Deadwood and just start, actually not a halo eye, kind of an easy halo. Let's do an easy halo. So I'm gonna just put it all down on my lid. Ooh. It's a lot deeper than I thought it would be, but that's not a bad thing. I'm telling you guys, like, I don't know, like, I see kick up in the pan a little bit, but they almost are feeling like Natasha Denona creamy mattes. So I think that's interesting, but really cool. Oh geez, I thought I was gonna do like a simple neutral look, but you know what, it is a fall palette, so let's just go in. That looks like it's a little patchy or whatever just because I'm going really fast, but I'll show you why that doesn't matter. It's like a really easy way to do a halo. Then I'm gonna go into the lightest shade, Undead Sheriff, and smoke it out at the top so that there's no harsh lines. Almost has like a blue hued undertone. I'm digging it. Taupey undertone, I'm digging it. I'm doing this real time with you guys so you can see just how easy and quickly you can put this look together. Super fast, look at that. Now there's a little bit of a gap there that I see with the shadow too, so don't worry because we're about to cover it up. I'm just being kind of messy about it, but it's not really gonna matter. Okay, then I think I want to go I think I want to go the Darkest Shimmer here, the last one, like the one with the reddish undertone there, or bronzy. It's Garnet Montana, so I'm gonna do this one and pop it right over that dark brown. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys. That is so pretty. I was just talking to my friends right now, showing them, and it's like, this is exciting. This is exciting. I want you guys to wait till the end so I can give you my final thoughts, because there's a lot that you can do with this palette so you don't go spend your money on multiple new releases, you know. Look at how rich and gulfy like that looks. That looks gorgeous. Now, although you can clearly see the shimmer, you know, the little bronzy shimmer, the way we're gonna like fake or make it look more halo is I'll go into the lightest shimmer here, this one here, the very first one, Tombstone, and I'll pop it in the middle of that shimmer, in the middle of the first shimmer that we put down. It's just gonna give it, you see, like a little ethereal glow right in the middle, and kind of give it that spotlight effect, if you will. I always picture, like, you know, when the sun hits the lake just spot on, it gives like this one little line of sunlight on the water. Anyway, that looks freaking stunning, and it took no time at all. I'm probably gonna smoke out the bottom just like I did on the top. I'll be right back. Okay, here is look number 2. As you can tell, or as I was mentioning to you guys, my lashes are a little wonky. Just ignore those. I kind of did very minimal cuts when I was doing my look, because I want you guys to see how easy it was to throw this look together. We definitely have like a halo effect thing going, you know. Are they really that wonky? Anyway, so this is look number 2. I am excited to go into look number 3, and then I'll compare it to the other fall palette that I know you all are thinking about, you know, Haunted Europe or whatever. But we'll look at that, and then we'll wrap it up with my thoughts, and oh, let's scratch the gold on the postcard. I'll be right back. Okay, and the last and final look. Woo, I'm so excited. I'm gonna stick with the 2 middle rows. I might pull in like a lighter taupey color or whatever, you guys. It's just, I'm trying to show you how you have so many variations, so many options. If you get overwhelmed, you can use it like if it's 3 palettes, but we'll stick mostly to the middle. If I need to bring something else in, I will, okay? So let's get started. What are we gonna do with this look? I'm gonna start with Skinner's Saloon, this one at the top. Just kind of go with the flow here. not trying to just do some mumbo jumbo on my lids just to use every color. I'm just gonna do what I would if I was on my own here. Just kind of put a look together. If I use all the shades, cool. And if I don't, I don't, you know? This is really beautiful. I love, it's like kind of like a slate color, like a cement color, but it's a little more blue. Ooh, and you can build it up actually. You saw how I deepened it up there. I'm gonna go in with the shade that made me go crazy, which is Rhyolite Nevada, this one here. I love it. It looks like taupey or like lilac in the pan, but so different. Here I'm even getting like silver vibes. So pretty. Honestly, you guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I just like it so much. I'm gonna use both of the darker shades as eyeliner, so I'll go in with the darkest Dead Man's Hand. Okay, and here is the third and final look. I didn't put lashes on this one, I just did mascara. It's an everyday look, but it's so pretty. Like, I feel like it's still like a very basic look, but you can go to work like this. And like you saw, it was literally just 2 colors and well, 3 if you count the eyeliners, but it came out really, really beautiful. Look at, this is what I mean by the shine. Actually, you haven't even heard what I think. Let's get into my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. Again, the palette retails for $49. You can use my code, which is in the description box below, and I'll kind of put a banner here at the bottom. Yadi 10, I can't remember. But $49, it'll save you 10%. 18 shades, 9 mattes, 9 shimmers. Let's talk about the formula. So she says that there's new metallic shimmer formula in this palette. I'm just gonna go based on my experience with Nomad, which I've had every palette for the last 2 years, and what I see here. So the first thing I saw when I opened the palette, this was before I even swatched it, is there was like that celestial glow coming from some of the shimmers that I've never seen before in Nomad Cosmetic palettes. And then we swatched it and I was like, oh yeah, definitely. Like this one screams Pat McGrath Special Celestial Shade. This one down here screams it too. This one, I mean, the Gigabyte shade there. We have so much here, you guys, and I'll tell you a little bit about the shimmers. So a complaint that I had heard in the past was that in previous palettes, some, not all, there was some really hard packed shimmers that people weren't necessarily a fan of. I like those shimmers because I sometimes don't like the super soft, which this palette has. Not a bad thing. I just prefer a tighter packed shimmer sometimes, especially for like a subtle shine. But what I'll tell you about these shimmers is we don't have hard pressed shimmers. The only one that could probably be called that is this one here, the Smoky Quartz. It is tighter packed. It's not dipping into the pan when I swatch like the others do. Okay, this is more of a sheen metallic, right? These, like these two here, Quicksilver and Rhyolite, which is one of the ones I just used right now, they almost, even this one, Ghost Train, they almost dip in because they're so soft. And so when you swatch it, if you're not careful, you can swatch too much and you've got a thick product on your finger that you now have to spread everywhere. Not a bad thing. You just need to know how to work with it. But like, okay, I used Rhyolite Nevada. Look at that shine. It's giving me Pat McGrath vibes, you guys. And I am just so excited. These 3, they are definitely not cream to matte. It doesn't claim to be cream to matte. I'm just telling you, it feels like they're cream to matte, like Natasha Denona cream to matte vibes from when I swatched it. And the way that it went on the lid, I mean, absolutely no powdery look, no nothing. They blended really well, but it looked like the creamy matte from Natasha, just saying. So again, another thing I'm just like so impressed about You've got three palettes, you guys. You've got three separate color stories. If you get overwhelmed by big palettes, you get so much here. But then also, like, I'm excited to kind of start like mixing and matching and figuring out other color combinations, because I think that like these shimmers would be really beautiful with this. Like these would be really beautiful with these, like, you know, just to kind of play around with it. But I like their 15 pan palettes, but the 18 pans have been my favorite, I think. Let me go pull out the other two large palettes that I have from her. Okay, a longtime favorite of mine, and I think a lot of people I've heard this feedback, was Haunted Europe. And it kind of gives you similar vibes. Look at that. You've got like that, that dual effect there. Makes it a little spooky, but the color story is absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't find it actually. I was looking around for it. It was right next to me because I actually used it this past week. But look at that color story. Very reminiscent of America's Parks actually. So I say that in that tone only because this is giving me more fall vibes than this is. Do you see that? This gives me more fall vibes, I think. You know, the oranges and the greens. Then we have this one, the Amore e Morte. This is one of my favorite. This thing, you guys, I don't know why. I used it so much. This palette lived right here for so long. So if you could see my room, my palettes are all in bookshelves there, far away from my vanity. But this one lived on my vanity for a good 6 months. Because if it was just like a tiny little, you know, sprinkle of something on my eye look, I just loved this palette so much. All that to say that the 18 pan palettes are my favorite from Nomad Cosmetics. I really do think that. Now, do I like this one more than Haunted Europe? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. That might be like the just kind of like the mood I'm in lately, where I've done a lot of neutral. I've fallen back in love with neutral looks this year, where I wanted nothing to do with anything earth toned at all the last few years. I've fallen back in love with earth tones, and this one's giving me too much color for today's liking. This is the new favorite. Like, she just dethroned the other one. Look at this one versus this one. So right now, for my liking where I am today, I'm gonna rank this one is my #1 favorite 18 pan palette of the brand. I love it. I don't know what else to say. Like, I was talking to my friends again, and I was just like, dude, I'm like so excited. I'm like stupid excited about this palette. Like, I'm like 3 looks excited about this palette. Okay. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the look inspo, the info on comparison to the other larger palettes. And let me know what you think, if you're going to pick it up or not. You don't have to use my code. Use somebody's code because you'll save 10%. But all the information will be down below. Also, the information on my makeup, because I really like how it came out. So I'll put it down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.